It is absolutely amazing to see how fast I can get views, subscribers, and grow YouTube channels now that I've grown about a dozen of them because of how I set up these videos. So what I'm gonna do is run you through my 5 steps on how you start your very first YouTube channel. We'll go for the very beginners, and we'll also talk about, how you can scale and grow these things really quickly. So I can eliminate a lot of the guessing game, give you the exact playbook and script on how to start your very first YouTube video. Hey, and if it isn't your first video, you need to be following this script anyways, because it's going to help you grow 10 times faster. And we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the YouTube Agents. In this channel, I help entrepreneurs, real estate professionals, and anybody in business grow a lot of business through their YouTube channels 100% free. And I give it all away for free in this channel. So if you want that information, I consider subscribing and tap that little bell so you're notified every time I do a video so you don't miss a thing. All right, so yeah, I start lots and lots of YouTube channels, and the one thing I've learned is that there is an absolute way to build these videos out. So I'll break it down pretty simply, and I'll talk about, the fifth one's definitely the most important. I always save the best for last, but you will be able to follow this script, and I guarantee whether you're doing your first video or your 100th, it will be better your next time. So number one we're going to be talking about is, something to record with. Now, I get this all the time. And you've heard it all the time. What do I need to shoot with? Is it a DSLR? Look at the tracking on that. Look at the focus. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. No, you don't need this damn thing. I started with a cell phone, and I think cell phones actually make some of the best videos, period. Not only can they have incredible quality, but there's just something about a cell phone video that just relates with people way better. So you can definitely do it with a cell phone, but if you want the inexpensive camera that really does everything for you, that's right, the GoPro. This thing, this is the Hero 7 Black. This is the first edition that actually came out with built-in stabilization. The lens on this is so freaking wide, it's unbelievable. But yes, you have to shoot with something, and it can be as simple as a cell phone. These GoPros, you can turn them into super wide mode or linear mode. So I've done hundreds, if not thousands of videos, all with this in a cell phone. These I transitioned to because now I can go out and I can vlog. I don't need any expensive equipment. I can just use a simple $15 tripod, not a gimbal that's, $200 that keeps everything smooth. These do everything for you. So starting your video, you're going to need something to shoot with, but do not start with anything expensive. You do not need it. I could build an entire channel, multiple channels with just a cell phone. Those work amazing. So the number 2 thing is something to shoot. And what I mean by that is is it a product? Is it, what are you shooting? At the end of the day, I teach business professionals, and real estate agents, and you better be shooting you. I always hear it, Jackson, I don't like the way I sound and look on camera. I don't care. Like, that is such a terrible thing to think about, that you will not get yourself on camera and talk about something that you know and that you're, trustworthy about, that you are knowledgeable about. At the end of the day, when you go to YouTube and you watch something and or Facebook or I don't care where, the freaking newsman, the news anchor is never the most, charming looking person. Sometimes they are, but hey, sometimes they're old or whatever. You don't care because they're providing something that you seeked out to watch. And so you got to stop thinking about that. And you really need to start thinking about things that you can talk about all day because, hey, you'll be the professional at that. They don't care what you look like or sound like. They're there for the information. Now, to talk about that, I actually got kind of upset at one of my real estate teams because I started handing the responsibility over to them to, hey, we're giving you more splits on these deals. I want you to start shooting some videos. I want your stories. I was getting back 2 and 3 minute videos. And after you run through my hook and call to action, which I taught them, that was like a minute video. Are you kidding me? You can't give me any more information than that? That absolutely drives me crazy. You need to figure out what to shoot. It's all about you. And when it's you, you are the brand that casts a wider net, especially if it's multiple people, to where you can get more business. And I'm talking about really honing in on things you can talk about. Tell me some stories. Tell me the good, the bad, the ugly. But the number 2 thing for you to shoot your first video, I would really suggest you shoot yourself and you talk. Don't shoot yourself. Shoot a video of yourself talking about something that you can talk about all the time. And here's a good practice. Here's a good tip. Take your cell phone, put it over somewhere. Maybe you are cooking dinner. Maybe you are doing some kind of hobby that you're very knowledgeable about. Turn that camera on and just start talking your way through it. What are you doing? What are you seeing? What do you not like? When you used to cook those cookies, one time I cooked a bunch of cookies and they all grew together and I was like, mother. Well, I realized that I made them way too big, so you got to make them a little bit smaller. So I would talk about that, and that would help the next person, then the next person, the next person. If you don't want a bunch of these alien-looking chocolate chip cookies, you got to make a little bit smaller of a dough. So turn on your cell phone and just start talking to it while you do something that you do every day and that you're very knowledgeable about. Maybe it's sewing, maybe it's soccer, maybe whatever it is. You'll start seeing like, oh my gosh, I was so comfortable when I was just talking. I was telling stories of in the past how I struggled with this and what I did to overcome it. It's the same thing with YouTube. So you need to figure out what to shoot, and it needs to be yourself telling your stories. That's honestly the end game for YouTube, is your stories, your knowledge about your city, about your suburbs, about whatever your business is. So these are all the 5 tips that I use to make better videos or make your first video. I want to hear what you're doing down below. Have you started your videos yet? You can just simply comment yes or no. If no, what's holding you up? What can I help you with? Also, take a second to smash that like button for me, would you? I really appreciate those likes. It really helps my videos. All right, so let's jump into number 3. And when you're starting out with your videos, you got to be somewhere. I mean, you have to shoot that thing somewhere. So it can be a studio, it can be outside. Here's the one thing that I've learned. Do not spend a bunch of money making a studio. Now I've done it, but I'm shooting 40 videos every single month. So, I kind of got to have a good space. And it's something that I built up to, right? I'm just now shooting with this. But for you, honestly, the best thing that you can possibly do is probably, if you don't have any setup yet, just set your cell phone up and either put it like I'm looking at my window right now, which I have blacked out, but you could open that up. That natural light will actually feed that camera a lot of light, which will make the video look so much better. If not, I use simple equipment like this. This is what I kind of started with. This one's really cheap. It's just a little cell phone light, and you can actually bend this thing and grab your cell phone in there, and you turn it on. It's got pretty good light, and you can shoot anywhere. So you need to figure out where you want to shoot, and that does not matter. I showed my team again. They were sending me these videos, that were like 2-3 minutes long, and I showed this girl in Portland, Oregon, brand new channel. First video out the gate. It was 28 minutes long. She sat Indian style on her floor with her bed behind her, like in a poster. And it was crushing. It was the #1 video. It ranked. It was because she talked for 28 minutes about her true life experience there. And you can sit there and just follow along and listen to it because she was just being honest. So it didn't matter what was behind her. Nobody cared. They just loved that she was being open and honest. So at the end of the day, an easy little, or a green screen, we use adjustable little green screens. You can pop up right behind you and you can change the background to whatever you want. Those work really well. People seem to like those. They've helped with audio or video retention. But at the end of the day, I started out just shooting in my office. So I'm 6'3", so I had like a bar table and a planter tipped over and like this big glass thing, and I put my cell phone on it and I just hit record. No audio, no nothing. Top performing video. So it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, as long as they can hear you. It's not a bad audio, and it's pretty decent video. But at the end of the day, you're telling your true stories. That's going to be everything you'll need. So number 4, I kind of touched on it. You're going to need some sort of lighting. I'll tell you right now, if you shoot with terrible lighting, your video is going to be really grainy, and it just doesn't look that good. Especially, the way that the world's going now, with so much out there and so many good videos, that if it's really grainy, really dark, it just throws people off. I've actually seen my view times start plummeting on bad videos. So what does that mean? Do you actually need all this expensive box lighting and all that? No. Again, this little cheapy guy right here is amazing. The step up from that is this. This is the 18-inch LED ring light. Just Google that. It's down in the description below. In fact, everything that we use is down there. But this one right here, and again, you can put your cell phone in here. The only thing I don't like about this is that's the lowest that it goes, and I use a GoPro, so let me show you. The GoPro doesn't fit in there. It's too loose. Can you see that? So it actually doesn't stay in there. So I have used a whole mess of stuff. When I used to shoot in my kids' room, I would put this up and I would put a Lego in there. Like literally I would just put a Lego under there, but sometimes the Lego would give out and the shit would do like a double kickflip, backflip on me. But I used rubber bands. That's the one thing I don't like about these if you're using a GoPro. I don't really know if they make a smaller one, but for cell phones, amazing. The only problem with that too is if you have a case on your cell phone, this doesn't go tall enough, so you got to take it out of your case every time. So the light on it though can make your cell phone look like a 4K camera. It's absolutely gorgeous video. So lighting, I have a little box light around here. It's a little more expensive. You definitely don't need it. But number one, I shoot outside a lot. So being outside, you have the natural elements behind you, which is basically built-in B-roll. It can keep people's attention way longer. And I always, if you ever see me, I'm out vlogging. Got my vlogger here. You know, I'm always looking. Okay, there's the sun. Even if it's cloudy day, that's enough light, and I will make sure that I'm talking that way because it's huge to be, you know, having that sun hit you compared to if you turned it around and it was behind you. Now your face is really dark and it looks bad. So yeah, that's really, I mean, getting your lighting can be very, very crucial to good video quality and, you know, just having a lot cleaner picture. All right, so number 5, this is really big when it comes, you know, to preparing your YouTube videos. You got to have a call to action in there. So you really need, if you're trying to get something out of your video, which nobody's doing YouTube videos to just get 0 views or 0 subs. You're there for a reason, but that reason needs to have a call to action. And first of all, you have to hook these people. So you got to tell them what they're going to get in the video. So the number one thing when you do your first video, do not open with your name and who you are and what you like. You need to hook them. I don't care if it is how to crochet. Like, hey, I've been crocheting for 7 years. I've made more mistakes than anybody on this planet. In this video, I'm going to tell you the top 7 techniques on how to crochet and how to eliminate all of those painful mistakes I made. Right, so that hooked me. I'm looking to learn about crocheting, and she's made all these mistakes, and she's going to tell me how to avoid those. It's the same with what I do. Like, I'm laying out the groundwork of how to do YouTube for business and eliminate all those pain points. So you got to hook your very first video, or if it's your 100th video, I don't care. Get it out of your system of opening up with, "Hi, my name is Jackson Wilkie. I'm a local real estate agent." Like, it's gross, it's icky. You need to open up with a hook, and then you hit them with a call to action. Whatever you're called, if you just want subscribers or views, then that's your call to action, but you give them value. If you want business from real estate, if you're a chiropractor, I don't care what your business is, give them value. Hey, in this channel, we teach you how to take Camaros and completely redo them from the drive line all the way up to the T-top Camaro, baby, double bull horns. Everything you need to know about Camaros is in this channel, so make sure you tap that subscribe button, right? So I just bought a new Camaro. I didn't really. I want a Trans Am Firebird. Oh, double bullhorn, T-top. Now you know a little bit about me, but you get what I'm talking about. I don't care what you're doing your YouTube channel for. You got to give them value and then hit them with the call to action. Hey, if you're even thinking about moving, relocating anywhere in Houston, Texas, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We got your back when moving to Houston, Texas. So starting out your video, you really need to just stop overthinking it first and foremost. But you can shoot with your camera, with your cell phone. I don't care. Get some good lighting, something to shoot. I would highly suggest you shoot yourself. I keep saying shoot yourself. Don't shoot yourself. I highly suggest you shoot talking or of yourself talking. That's the most important part about YouTube is just your stories, being authentic. You know, somewhere to shoot. You don't need anything expensive. I've made such incredible videos just going outside or, you know, sitting at a park bench or just in an office. You got to, you know, hit them with the calls to action, get that good lighting. You're going to have a lot of success and you're going to always grow. Don't ever think your first one needs to be a home run. The most important thing that I've learned about YouTube is that the more videos I do, the quicker I get, the better I get, the longer my videos are, which long is where you want to be. Long, 12, 15, 18 minutes. That is the best part of YouTube. The more you do, the better you get, and the more subscribers, viewers, business, everything. But these videos that are popping up are going to teach you how to dominate on YouTube. So start clicking on those and you will be well on your way. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.